Hi everyone, my name is Misha Melnichak and I'm a general manager of the consulting company that works for Pepsico. And today my team is going to tell you some interesting news regarding its logistics operations. Since the moment the Pepsico was created, it attracted lots of attention regarding how it manages its logistic operations. PepsiCo makes sure that all products are available within a distance that can be easily reached by the consumers. And also the company is aware of the need to adapt to the preferences of the global customers. PepsiCo had put in place different distribution systems in order to manage its logistic operations in the most effective manner. Those systems include the next following, such as direct store delivery, broker warehouse distribution, and vending and food services systems. Furthermore, in order to squeeze more bottles into their shipments, the packaging for naked juice product line are square. It is also worth to mention that the company is trying to reduce its carbon footprint by replacing their vehicles with more fuel-efficient ones. And they're also trying to ship more freight by rail, which is an additional action that is more in favor to environment. Also, to reach the most effective way of doing its logistic operations, a resilient supply chain is created to help the company to avoid the disruptions, because many co-bottlers are located in the risky regions such as Southeast Asia, for example. So they used risk management body knowledge to create a resilient supply chain and to manage their risks. In particular, several co-bottlers are located separately and far along from each other. So if one of the co-bottlers is hit by the typhoon or tsunami, the other two will be able to provide its services anyway. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Feels good. So, in order to further improve its logistic operations, the company has created new optimization cockpit. This is much like a wave planner in a DC, builds and preset order selection rules to grab available orders to drop to the distribution center floor. Those optimizations runs and they occur automatically based on the timing defined within the cockpit for that particular order set. So now, instead of manually selecting the orders to be optimized, the first-time transportation planner at PepsiCo usually sees what the system-generated plan looks like is after the optimization has already completed. The ability to build the optimization cockpit was facilitated by the technology i2 developed several years ago. Multiple organization runs can be processed at a time, which is absolutely an advantage of this system. Finally, the biggest advantage of the system in our point of view is that it checks for load quality. For example, if there is a low trailer utilization on a delivery or a deadhead return trip, that would be a low quality route. If the customer delivery date or date the order needs to drop to ADC can still be met by delay in sending the route to execution, the system will return that load to the available pool automatically, so it can be available for a new optimization run.
Hi everyone, my name is Surendra. I am coming from a consultant firm who works for PepsiCo, so I am just going to tell you how PepsiCo saves its money through transportation. So when it comes to a huge multinational company like PepsiCo, where numerous products like Aquafina, Lay's and Tropicana are associated, transportation in time is very important. Initially, the firm spent huge costs in transportation on its various operations as they operated their own fleet and large truck. At one point, they realized that logistics and transportation costs must be minimized in order to get more returns and profit. So, After several consultations, the firm decided to go for a centralized management tool to coordinate their operations. So, for efficient transportation, this chain firm used transport management system that is associated with the SAP called SAP. Operations beginning from inbound logistics, consisting of raw material supply, to outbound logistics of delivering final products to warehouses, customers, etc., are being completely monitored by this splendid tool. Some advantages of this software are electronic billing to avoid paperwork, network design, strategic management, invoicing and tracking of shipments, optimization, communication among different teams working in the Pepsi are some of the best features of this software. This also possesses a real-time online delivery system which intimates if the product will not be delivered in time. This in turn saves a huge cost for the firm, which has plenty of logistics operations. 3 years after the implementation of this software, the transportation costs were reduced to 20%, which is a huge amount for this massive firm. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Omkar and I am the senior analyst from the consulting firm that works for Pepsico. And based on what my colleagues have mentioned before, I am going to give some recommendations regarding further logistics improvement for Pepsico. As my colleagues talk about the TMS software which PepsiCo uses for the logistics process, we came up with few recommendations for PepsiCo which they can use to make their further improvements in the company. Firstly, here PepsiCo can hire professional bottle producers which are able to produce a quality product as good as theirs, which will be then franchised by PepsiCo. And then if everyone works out well, PepsiCo can let them use this TMS software and then they can individually handle the logistics process which would make overall process more segmented and much quicker. Secondly, with the growing online demand for online shopping, PepsiCo can introduce their various products online which will then they will be able to reach their consumers through an online source which will be much more easier and quicker for the consumers as well as PepsiCo. Finally, we came up with a recommendation in terms of transportation where PepsiCo can abandon the normal regular fuel trucks and can adapt to the electric trucks, which would reduce their fuel cost and other various costs regarding the transportation process and even the other various costs involved in the process. Thank you.